Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think. I'm Emily from SexWithEmily.com. CrazyGirlProducts.com carries unique pheromone-infused products that make you feel sexy and confident. I'm crazy about their Wannabe Naked Shave Cream. It's made perfectly for your more intimate areas. No shave bumps or ingrown hairs. Use coupon code Emily25 for 25% off at CrazyGirlProducts.com.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com, where you can sign up for our mailing list and check out all of our podcasts. You can check them on iTunes, subscribe, so you'll never miss another show again. You'll also get the report, the 5 biggest mistakes men are making in bed, or the 5 biggest mistakes women are making in bed. We send you emails from time to time with information that will change your sex life and your world, which is why you're listening to the Sex with Emily show. And if you love the show, you should also tell your friends, send it to them, because I think that, you know, people having bad sex in relationships, it's just it's a bummer. And listening to the show, the emails I've been getting lately from all you people, I feel like it's, you know, people's lives have changed. Menace, I'm here with Menace because of the show. I'm getting some very nice emails lately. They're like, I emailed you 3 years ago, but then this has happened. Now we're so happy and we help people.
Yeah, I love getting the
I
feedback,
love those
especially
feedback.
on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes,
you know,
we read all of them.
I forget like how many people from the show like follow us online.
Yeah, a lot.
And then they mentioned something crazy from like a podcast maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Years ago.
I know.
We've been doing the show, what, 8 years now?
8 years. Menace and I have been doing this a long time. And Menace is in Los Angeles. He moved here. He won't admit it. He got some other job, whatevs. But really, he's here so he can do more shows with me. So we'll be doing at least one a week.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy how the stars aligned.
I know.
You moved here and then you're
I
begging
never
me to come
thought
down
you'd
here.
leave the Bay Area. I didn't beg. I just preferred if you lived here. And then he's like, oh, I'm moving.
Yeah, I got a wonderful job. I'm going to be on every morning on Alt 98.7 in Los Angeles. It's going to be called The Woody Show. There's a group of other group of people that I cheat on.
I just feel like the
with.
Woody Show, you just sit on boners, but no.
Yeah.
Other people you cheat on me with, not as interesting.
Single
But
morning. So if you live in Los Angeles, please listen. Or if you want to stream it, it's on the iHeartRadio app.
Exactly.
Every morning, West Coast time.
Do it. Just do it. Listen to Menace. And it's not till a few weeks, right?
Yeah.
Or April,
and
mid-April.
just to warn you, we don't talk about sex. You know, we don't delve into Emily's realm. So this
Never?
Is
then maybe I should come on once a week and get you guys talking about boners. Because
no, I mean we talk about sex once in a while, but that's not like the
sounds boring
topic of
choice. Or like pop culture.
It's pop culture.
Ugh, I don't even know what they're talking about.
Wait,
what just happens? Okay, so we're recording at the Podcast One studios.
Yeah.
Podcast One is another place where you can, it's an app and they host a lot of podcasts and you can check them out. But, podcast1.com. But okay, just
so
walked
before
in.
the
Tell
show
what
started,
happened. I don't even remember the story.
Of course, I'm here on time or even before on time.
You were way too early. Anyway.
What are you talking about? I was like 5 minutes early. Anyways, Fred Armisen was here using this very studio before we got in here, and he's from Portlandia. And what was crazy, I was on my way here listening to Howard Stern, and he was doing an interview with Howard Stern. They were doing a replay.
Okay.
And he just left the office, and of course you were late, so you missed him. And then other people in the office like, oh, Fred Armisen was here and all this stuff. And Emily's like, who?
I know. What? Menace goes, she won't know who that is.
I go, she will not know who Fred Armisen is.
I don't know who that is. But who is it?
And he's the leader of the band for Seth Meyers' late night show. So
well, my goal. I actually just saw a quote on the way here. It was I gotta remember it. It was goals are dreams with deadlines. Have you ever heard that before? Or like if you have a goal, you can have goals, but you need a deadline. I might have messed it up. But the point is, one of my goals, and I should set a deadline to this, is to really watch more television and to relax more and not be working all the time.
And
we've been saying this for years.
And I've told you this for years. For anybody that's just if there's
tuning in,
people in the audience that if you're in a workplace and some people are obsessed with pop culture. I'm not obsessed with pop culture. I just have to keep up with it for work. But it is so easy to keep up on it. It'll probably take maybe 3-5 minutes of your day to keep up on pop culture.
Okay.
Super simple. When you wake up in the morning and you're on your Facebook or your Instagram or your Twitter or your email, anyways, you say you don't have time, but you do. So when you're on the line, you just go on over to like TMZ.com. That's one of my favorites. Or Radar Online.
But that's not my point.
Just skim the top. You don't even have to read the article.
My point is I don't want to know pop culture so I can talk to people listening to Sex Emily about pop culture because there's a gazillion other places they go. It's that there's some good television on. I've never seen a lot of the great shows. I've never seen, what's that one that everyone saw?
A billion of them? I don't know.
A billion of them. Anything. The drug,
What? Rehab? Celebrity Rehab?
No, not true.
I mean,
all of them. I haven't
all
seen
the
the show
Real
in years.
Housewives this season are amazing.
Really? Yeah.
Atlanta,
Brandy Glanville's going to be on the show. Do you want to be on when she's on? And then I'm going to be on her show. She also has a show on Podcast One. She's from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that'd be good because I would know what to talk about.
I've seen that. I mean, there's like really good, like Mad Men, for example.
Yeah.
I saw the first 2 seasons and I loved it, and I haven't seen it. Whatever. So my goal with a deadline is that I should just start trying to watch like an hour a night, because what happens is when you're running your own business and you're an entrepreneur, I tend to work at night, or I go out, or I just come home and read. I don't really turn the TV
So everyone
on.
that watches television is losers, and you just
No, I wish. What I'm saying is my goal is to get into the habit of watching more television. Even when I did the Bravo show, Menace and I were on a Bravo show called Misadvised. You can download it on iTunes if you missed it 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and it's called Misadvised. And you know that before I even did the Bravo reality show, I'd never seen a Bravo reality show.
Yeah,
like
which was crazy.
And they were
I tried
like,
to tell you,
I know.
And you had all your stupid hippie San Francisco friends around you telling you how to
It's
act.
not that I don't think television's evil. I just think that I just don't make time for it because I've been obsessed with trying to make a living doing my passion, which is Sex Emily. I didn't do this to get rich, clearly. I did it because I loved doing podcasts. And then the whole story is that I started doing it in my living room. And then soon after, I was lucky, 7 months later, I got a call from CBS Radio in San Francisco, and they said, do you want to do your show live? We love your podcast. That's when Little Menace came in, and he was sleeping at the radio station. Was that your first job at the radio station?
What?
When I met you?
First job? No.
Second? You just were sleeping at the radio station.
I was-
You don't make any money in radio is the point.
Yeah, it didn't
But
make money.
that's why I'm at
radio.
Menace, and I'm still trying to figure out how to, monetize this stuff. So I appreciate when you always support our sponsors of the show, because that means that we can keep doing the show for free. Like Promescent. Promescent is a mild delay spray that allows men to last longer. It's the only FDA-approved treatment for premature ejaculation. It's like a delay spray. So it's like, not even if you're like a Minuteman, if your woman takes, your partner takes, like typical woman, 15 minutes to orgasm, and you take 4, well, then you've got an orgasm gap. And so if you use Promescent, it's like a mild delay spray. It's like desensitizing, but you can still feel everything, trust me. And then you can last as long as you want. So it's Promescent. It's Promescent. Right. So anyway, that's the story. That's why we have to do these things anyway. And I would like to, but because I do have a little bit, today's show, we're going to be reading your emails that you sent to feedback@sexwithemily.com, because I think that a lot of people appreciate the male-female perspective, even though I'm usually right. They sometimes like to hear from Menace too. So we're going to be reading your emails that you sent. We've got a lot of them. So please always email me at feedback@sexwithemily.com. Someone wants to know about what is sexy, and wants to know why. Another guy wants to know why he always falls into the father figure role, and someone else wants to know about a foot fetish. And we've got some other sex, penis size. We got a bunch of things. But first, I do have something that is a little bit pop culture-y.
Okay.
We can talk about Gwyneth Paltrow's conscious uncoupling from her husband, Chris Martin.
Everyone knew that they were
They've
they
never
haven't
had
been
it for
together
years.
for like 2 years,
right?
They haven't had a photo together in forever.
I know.
Everyone says that, this is through the grapevine of pop culture on television and stuff like that. And they've been talking about this for years, that Gwyneth Paltrow is super high maintenance and pretentious, and,
Right. But I don't know that.
I don't know her personally. I never met her, so I can't say
She
if
might
that's
be
true
difficult.
or not.
She seems like she's type A, very, very driven, perfectionist, like, all that.
Yeah.
But the point is that on her website, Goop, which she probably did this to get more traffic to her website, that's where she announced it.
Oh,
but
dude,
there was
huge.
an essay alongside
Genius.
of it from integrating Eastern and Western medicine by 2
hippie
doctors.
stuff that you love.
Total hippie stuff. But I kind of believe this, and it's funny because Lauren, my assistant, she's like, yeah, it's kind of crazy what they're saying. And I'm like, I kind of agree with it, that expectations for a lifelong marriage need to evolve along with humans' expanded life expectancy, and that a successful marriage could be redefined not by how long it lasts, by how meaningful and fulfilling the relationship was for both partners. And I've always said that if someone's been married for a while, like, you shouldn't look at divorce as a failure, because I do think that if you're married to someone and you guys made it work and you did your best and then it didn't work, so, you move on. We are living twice as long. To expect to be with one person forever, when people do it, it is amazing. And I'm not saying anyone should get divorced, but I can kind of see the perspective when, like, people wrote all these marriage laws who were, like, dying at 50.
I know, like,
And now they're living till 90.
What guy
They
are you
hate
gonna
each other.
find? What guy you're gonna find that's gonna be able to deal with the female species for like
Exactly.
over 40 years?
Or just, right. I mean, it's a long friggin' time. So
you can't find that guy because he killed himself.
Right, exactly. I mean, you and Menace, for the first time on last week's show, it was very interesting that you kind of sound like me, and I kind of freaked out that you want to get married.
See, you picked.
I loved it.
You picked. No.
This is what you do too, though.
You picked it out to hear what you only want to hear. I said that to get married. Not that I don't want to get married one day. It's that it's a total financial burden, and I just don't want to do it.
I got it. But the thing
and
is,
having kid is a financial burden also, and all that stuff. And I rather have a partner that I can go travel with, all this stuff.
Right.
You just don't want a partner in general.
No, I do
You want
eventually.
somebody that you can call once in a while.
No. I call people. Oh my god. Oh, so last week I did my Tinder date. Remember?
Oh my god.
I was
How'd
talking
that
about it
go?
on the show last week. It's actually, we just released the show, so if you want to check it out, I had a live Tinder date in the studio, and we lit like my Emily. Okay, so I made it a real date, and it was actually, it was a real date. He came in. I'd never seen him. I met him on Tinder. If everyone knows, it's a very popular dating app right now. They call it like the hookup app, which I think that's
Which
a choice.
it is. Go ahead.
I'm not hooking up on it like per se, but like I think people do often, because you're just swiping left or right if you think someone's cute or not. So this one guy suggested to me, he's like, well, I guess I just have to come in, because I kept saying I'm doing a show, and he's like, I'll just come on your show. So he comes in. I don't see him until he walks in. I'm already starting the show and talking, and I have candles lit. I have wine. I have my Emily and Tony seductive massage candles, which were a total hit. They smell amazing. They are kind of seductive. I'll talk about that in a minute. But because I have a funny story about that. But he was nice. We had a full on date, and it's funny because I haven't listened to the show because sometimes you know when you're in a zone of doing radio, I was just playing, but it was like a real date. I can't remember. Lauren though, my assistant, can she come on the mic here for a second? Will it work?
I don't have the mic set up, but
she come next to you. Lauren, come here. Lauren, okay, so Lauren she was there the whole time, and she thought, she's like, I didn't like him, and I was like, oh my God, I thought he was nice. So Lauren, what did you think?
You think everyone's nice?
I know, that's the problem. I'm too nice. Lauren, what did you, because I was like full on like into it. Like I was focused.
I thought he was way too cocky. Honestly, he was giving you way too much sass. It was your show, and I don't know.
Too much sass about what though? Give me an example.
He was
just trying to be confident.
Every time one of our amazing advertisers got mentioned, he
was like, "Oh God!"
Eyes.
Well, but besides that, because he didn't realize the importance of reading our sponsors. Besides that, he wasn't mean to me.
You should have said like, "Hey, bitch, if you want to pay my bills, then go ahead."
Yeah, excuse me, dude. F you. But I didn't think he had a total attitude the whole time. But anyway, it was kind of funny because it was like I wasn't very conscious of that I was doing radio, but he was like asking me all these questions, and it turns out he was married. And at the end, divorced, he has a kid, and then he lost a kid. Like, so it kind of got heavy at the end. And then I'm like, gotta go, time for sex. That's crazy. And then we had a drink after the show.
You hate children, though.
I love children. No, I don't want my own children, but I'm fully aware of the fact that if I do I don't want to say end up, if I do date someone long term, that he's probably going to have a child or be divorced at some point soon. This will be someone with a child, right? No?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I just
most likely.
I don't think that I'd be great with my own child, but I'm great with other people's children. I'd be a great stepmom halftime. Okay, so that's Conscious Uncoupling of Gwyneth Paltrow. That got us off on that. Oh, and this was I can tell you about the candles is that, so I had these massage candles. What?
I was going to say one thing about Gwyneth Paltrow.
What? Go ahead.
Another thing that they say about her, that she's had all the golden dicks in Hollywood. She's like...
Oh, she has. Ben Stiller and...
She dated everyone. She
Brad
dated
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. She dated... Who else?
This I even know.
Everybody.
I know
Everyone
this.
famous. Can you look it up? You're on the internet?
She has slept with so many, like, okay, I remember when she dated Brad Pitt, and then whoever else we just said.
You said Ben Stiller. I don't think that's right.
It is. No, she did date Ben Stiller.
She did?
Look it up, Lauren. Totally. Wait, she's going to look it up. And she's dated everyone. Right. She's hot. Do you think she's hot?
Bring over the computer so we can see it.
Do you think she's hot?
Oh yeah, she's extremely good looking. But remember, with me, it's all about attitude. If you're a pain in the ass, I don't care how.
Yeah, but you think
you are.
every woman is a pain in the ass. I'm surprised you even have a girlfriend.
Okay. So romance, it said, wait, right there, right here. Oh. Chris Martin. Okay, duh.
Right.
Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. I didn't mean
Luke
Ben Stiller.
Wilson.
I meant Ben Affleck. See, I suck. Luke Wilson's hot. See, okay, I meant Ben Affleck. Did I say Ben Stiller? That was a mistake.
Yes. I was like, I don't think
No,
Ben
who else?
Stiller.
Okay, wait. What was Luke Wilson? I love. I would totally bang him. And he's in LA, but I think he got married. No, he's not married.
Robert Leonard? I don't even know who that is.
Keep
Robert
going.
Sean Leonard.
Who else?
I don't know. More people.
This
is what Google this pops up right away. But anyways.
Yeah. So that's the deal. She slept with a lot of people, and I'm sure she'll has many in the future.
A lot of famous people.
You
wouldn't care about that.
I wouldn't even know they were famous.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
wouldn't.
oh, you're famous?
I wonder if all the people that are listening, would you care if you dated a famous chick who dated a bunch of other famous people? So no matter where you go, a television, walk by a newsstand, go on the internet, anything, you would see your girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. Would you care about that? Email us. feedback@sexwithemily.com, because I'm not even going to bother asking Emily because she's going to be like, I don't care.
I mean,
what about people that, I want to hear your feedback.
I think that I think that men do not like to ever picture their girlfriend's exes, right?
No, but you want to go on vacation with them and shit like that.
Oh,
remember?
No, my ex-boyfriends? I do, yeah. But
You're
listen, no.
You convince your current boyfriends to go on vacation with your ex-boyfriend.
That was a fun trip.
No, it's insane.
To Mexico. I know, because he had a new girlfriend. But the point is, besides myself, most men they don't want to picture their girlfriend with any other penis. And that's why, you should never have the conversation with your partner of how many people you slept with, okay? Never, ever ask, and don't ask, don't tell. This should be one of those questions that you just take off the radar, because it never suits you. It never benefits your relationship. So I think that men in particular have a hard time because they're like, she was with someone else. Was his dick big? bigger. So I think, yeah, if you know that she's dated a bunch of celebrities, that would be very challenging for men who are not confident.
No man wants a constant reminder.
Because I mentioned it. Here's the thing. I mentioned to this guy that I've been
that
seeing.
You dated.
Someone, and I kind of guess, I don't want to mention it, but it was someone who's sort of famous. And he went home and did all this research. He's like, so he did this, this, and that. He's really good looking. And he did all this research on him. And so that was just the day after I told him. But he wasn't annoyed. I think he was just interested in who this guy was.
Okay.
But I think that a lot of guys do think that women are like comparing their penises to the last penis. And they always worry their penis isn't big enough or like...
No, they just don't want to hear about it.
Right. Well, yeah. Some guys do want to hear about their exes, though. Some guys want to hear about past sexual... Some guys get turned on when they hear about their partner's last, like a sexual experience she
they're
had.
A freak. That's
well,
why.
Yeah, some people feel that way. It's okay. So your girlfriend now, you don't know anything about her past?
I don't ask.
Do you know what she's done?
I don't give a crap.
She might have been
I
porn.
don't want to.
Do you ever Google her?
No.
Do you think everyone Googles people that they date?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's like your 20, 30 something thing right now.
Right, but a lot of people don't show up on Google either unless they've done something.
Yeah, and I think probably if you're in your 40s, I don't think people are really Googling.
I think people Google everyone, and
Really?
it's kind of a bummer for me because if people are trying to fix me up,
Yeah.
they're like, just Google her, and then it's like, oh great,
like,
okay, Sex Emily, oh she's a slut.
Oh, she did that Netflix movie. What is it?
I'm a sex addict.
I'm a sex addict.
It's a good movie.
That's probably why you get asked out a lot.
Oh, right, exactly.
It probably opens the door.
It opens something,
But I mean,
and
like,
they think
where
my
do
other
you-
doors are going to
how
open
do
as
you-
well for them.
I know. Like, how do you find a legit person?
It's hard. I have to say, I did have one date this year.
And I told you this Tinder thing is stupid too because every guy on there is just liking every single photo.
You think
it's
that's
all numbers, and then whatever girl likes
They
the
don't
photo
like
back.
ugly photos.
Huh?
They like even people they don't find attractive.
But they liked, but just don't think like, oh, I'm going to go on Tinder and I'm going to like one photo. Like, guarantee 15, they've liked 15 or 20 other photos.
I'm sure I like photos too, but I just get matched with everyone. But I don't have time I have not prioritized responding to other dates because I don't have a lot of time right now. I'm going to Las Vegas on Sunday. Check out back. We're going to be doing some live reporting from the International Lingerie Show in Las Vegas, which is mostly sex toys actually. And I go every year and you see the latest and greatest toys and all that cool stuff. So we'll be doing videos and Instagrams.
And I've been researching the past couple of days. I just got to go to Guitar Center and figure out
the best way to do the mic?
to record, for your laptop. How about that
mic?
I've been trying to find it online, but I can't.
How about that mic that I got, Lauren? I gave to you.
No,
We'll
but
talk
having
whatever.
like your own like mobile setup where
I
you can
want
have mobile,
that.
so you can have multiple
Can you make that
mics
happen?
and stuff. Yeah, I just got to go to
come
Guitar
with us.
Center.
We're going to drive.
To Vegas on
Yeah,
Sunday?
it's like 4 hours. It's so easy from here.
I know, but
From Los Angeles.
April is next week, and that's when I'm going to get going on my new job.
I know, and I'll never see you again. Okay, so we've got a little bit of sex in the news as well to add
what else
here.
you got?
This is what I got for you.
I like Gwyneth Paltrow, by the way.
I do
Just to go
too.
back.
Whatever. She's put. They never seemed happy. I agree.
Oh,
all the news.
I can't even make I'd never even seen them together, so I couldn't
That's
even
why they
make
wouldn't take pictures together.
an
But
assessment.
but there's been rumors, me who don't know about it. I remember hearing like they're not happy, whatever. Okay. A desperate 75-year-old mother dressed up like Mickey Mouse to find her 40-year-old son a wife. Let's say Yang, was so desperate, because I can't read the last name, was so desperate to help her son find a girlfriend that she donned a Mickey Mouse costume and took to the streets to beg for change. Yang, who is 40, thought his 75-year-old mother was just joking when she mentioned the endeavor. A far cry from a gag, Zhang was actually posing with tourists in a local park in central China. Her one mission was to help her son get his life on track. The money she raised by dressing as a beloved Disney character might one day help her son support his presently non-existent family. The desperate mother is quoted thusly, "I felt really sorry for my son because he's 40 and still hasn't managed to get a girlfriend. He's a very good man and hardworking, but he struggles to get a good job to earn enough money to be able to support his wife, so he has difficult getting a partner. I wanted to help him, but at my age, it's hard to find a job where I can earn money." That's sweet.
That's totally awesome.
She went on just like Mickey
See?
Mouse.
Financial.
But he's
Everything's
not.
financial.
The reason why he's not married is not because he doesn't have money. That's
'Cause he's a
confidence.
lazy
Do you know how
ass
many
and doesn't get a
deadbeats I've
job?
dated?
Yeah.
They have no money. It has nothing to do with money. It has to do with like confidence, how you present. I mean, some women are all gold diggers, but I don't know. I've dated guys with money, without money. I think that men use that as an excuse. Personally.
It goes back to dressing up, like going. going how far you would go for somebody and you would dress up for them. This has always been something that we talked about probably for the past couple years
on the show.
And I said, for new listeners, since you've been on Loveline, you're on Loveline all the time.
Right.
And
Thursday nights.
There's a bunch of other people listening to the show now. I've asked Emily this one question and she's always said no. I said, Emily, you found the perfect man. The love of your life. He is absolutely perfect in every single way, but he has one thing that he wants you to do. Mm-hmm. And he wants you, while you guys have sex, just like maybe a couple times, not every single time.
Of course not. That'd be aggressive.
He wants you to dress up as the Hamburglar from McDonald's. Mm-hmm. And you, once again, not to say that you're self-absorbed, but you said, I wouldn't do it because it wouldn't make me feel sexy.
No, but that. Well, but no.
We have the audio. Listeners can pull it up.
No, I think I said I would do it, but maybe I would make it a sexier version. Like it's a black and white striped thing. I would make it. I would make it sexier. I would be the Hamburger mask, but I'd make a sexy little like leotard with stripes and make like a tight little thing that's hot too. But I'd wear the Hamburger mask.
The story after a couple
years. At first it just felt like this big fuzzy outfit. I'd be hot, sweaty. So, I get it. What about you? Would you dress up as Little Bo Peep if that's what your girlfriend wanted?
If it was the love of my life and she's
would you take pictures of it?
Way,
then
no,
probably, but the Hamburglar, no, just initially. But now I would make it sexy. I'd have to make it sexy because sex is a two-way street. Although sometimes you do things for your partner because it turns them on. But I think it could be a win-win. Good sex takes communication and compromise. So I would be like, I will be the Hamburger, but I'm going to wear white go-go boots, thigh highs, all black and white stripes still, like the Hamburglar. Is the Hamburglar still around?
He's around. He's not as
around.
He's not as prominent.
Google the Hamburglar. You'll know what we're talking about.
All those characters went away. But I did. So in downtown Los Angeles, I found a new character, by the way. I know this is not very sexy. And
that's fine. What abs?
I was in downtown Los Angeles in the fashion district, which is, you would think was very fashionable, but it's actually like the hood of Los Angeles almost. And they had prominently on the front of their McDonald's was the hash brown guy. Never seen the hash brown guy. I've never seen the hash brown guy. Why did they put the Hamburglar? They highlighted the hash brown guy. Wow. And he has like his own, he's part of the sign. It was crazy.
The hash brown guy? They're just introducing him? I've never heard of it.
No, I guess he's old school.
No, you love your fast food.
Love it.
Jesus.
Taco Bell, by the way.
They did tweet you that, right?
Oh, Taco Bell tweet me all the time. Here's something that I'm going to have to confess. I actually moved to Los Angeles so I could be closer to the Taco Bell headquarters.
HQ? Oh, really? Do you camp out there?
Yeah. I was really, really close to getting invited for a visit once, but didn't.
I could get you in there.
Could you?
Totally. I could get you. It's easy. You just go in, smile. I'll wear my Hamburger uniform.
Good.
I'll be
I
like
don't
a diehard.
think they like that. That's
okay. I'll be the hash brown guy.
But by the way, they have breakfast menu now.
Oh, sorry, that was Taco Bell. Sorry, you're right. Whatever, I just got excited. Okay, so some other sex in the news is a group of male strippers use their looks and muscles to stop an armed robbery. If you're going to rob a group of ridiculously jacked Australian men, you better be good with a gun. This was not the case for the unnamed man who attempted to steal a suitcase full of costumes and props used by an Australian male exotic dancing troupe, Thunder from Down Under. The man reportedly missed a shot he fired at one cast member's head before having the crap beaten out of him by 6 guys last Tuesday at the Excalibur Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. So one of the troupe members knocked the gun out of his hand after the bullet hit a wall. The group then held the man until security arrived.
What's the guy doing at the Thunder Down Under show anyways?
I don't know. He claimed to have purchased, the show director approached the subject who claimed to have purchased the items for his girlfriend, who was taken from the performer's dressing room. The 6 cast members approached the suspect backstage, tried to take their money, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, can you imagine like these hot, like hunky down unders?
It's basically Magic Mike. If you ever go to Las Vegas, they have billboards all over the place, and it's just like these ridiculously buff tan dudes.
We should go to that. I've never been to like a male show.
Down Under.
We're going to. What? Lauren's excited. We've never Thunder from Down Under. We can give him Down Under comfort too.
She likes those like crazy yoked out guys.
We should. Oh, she does, dude. Her Tinder. I wish I could just like.
All right, get her back here. We gotta talk to
come
her
here,
about
Lauren.
that real quick.
What?
She's like obsessed with those guys.
No, you
those
should have
guys are
seen
like idiots. Though.
No, she likes bodybuilders.
I know, I
and
know.
And Tinder's like,
But do you ever find
he
any of
grunts
them?
hello like on the
No,
Tinder.
they are idiots though.
But she doesn't care.
They are idiots.
They're idiots. But
Not
don't you
all
want
of
a
them,
guy
that's
who's
not
like
true.
can talk and you're smart, who's compassionate, and, you can have intelligent conversations? Or is it truly that you're like, he's so hot, I don't even care. I just want to bang him because I'm so attracted to him.
He keeps me on my toes. They all keep me
How?
on my toes.
Because they're hot.
Because they're so like pretty, you have to like keep up with them.
But you are so pretty. Lauren's so pretty. But why? But there's nothing inside.
Yeah, they're,
It's maybe their
We're looking
in their
for
pants.
more now.
We are looking for more now. I'm gonna teach her.
yeah. That's why Tinder, it's like a hookup app. I think so.
Yeah.
My people.
I'm glad you didn't go with that one guy who like was grunting at her. Like she wasn't asking. Because here's the thing about Tinder: you have to leave a message that's interesting. Like someone just says, "Hi, Emily, we matched." I'm like, "No shit." Or if he says, "Great pictures," I'm like, "Obviously you like my pictures." And Lauren had a guy. She's like, "Well, he was a hot. All he had pictures of was his body." So okay, this is how we're
but
different.
all body, not.
If I see a picture of a guy on Tinder and his
Yeah.
profile has him with a shirt off, I automatically say no.
no,
Lauren,
and Lauren, the intern, she was like,
well, you just moved to LA.
Yeah, I just moved to LA.
She wants free
Being
training
single
sessions.
in LA is awesome, I realize. And what am I? Yeah, free training sessions. I
Right.
learned how to work out because of my last
Her last boyfriend. So that's a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah,
You learn something
he
from each
taught me
guy.
Something smart.
That's good. Like, what did my last boyfriend teach me? About doing shots better, I guess, because he was kind of an alcoholic. But that's it. But no, it's good to learn about bodybuilding. That's really good.
yeah, and not all of them are dumb.
No, I'm
That's-
kidding. They're
Mike
not all
Catherwood,
dumb.
Who you do, he's ridiculously
Oh,
ripped.
oh my God. He works out for 3 hours a day.
He's one of the co-hosts on Loveline that you do the show
Yes,
with.
that's true.
And Dr. Drew.
And he's not an idiot.
Yeah, he's not an idiot.
No, I'm just kidding. Not that everyone, but I'm
He
just
does
saying.
make crazy sounds
The
on
only
the
reason I
radio,
always said that to Lauren is because she said he's so hot and he's not really asking me any questions. I'm just asking him questions in their first dialogue, which
Yeah.
is if you want to date online and do anything, you got to like put it out there. You got to make it interesting.
And at least have like a chick friend write the stuff for you.
Yeah, have your best chick friends look at it and be like, what should I say? There's a lot of material. Listen to my show. I've done a ton of shows on online dating.
Don't
Just
try to
be
write
in
it by yourself.
Right. Don't try to write it by yourself. Don't post pictures by yourself. Talk to like your sister, good friends, all that stuff. So that's what I got for you. Okay. Thank you, Lauren. Okay. We're going to go into some emails now.
Okay, good. Can
So-
you go ahead and read the email? Oh, listen, I just want to
Yeah.
double check
Can
something
you
in the other
turn
room.
on the air because I'm freezing. There's something blowing.
Okay, sorry.
Like seriously, I'm shivering. Do you know how to do that?
Yes, princess, I got you.
Oh, baby, you're so sweet. Okay, can you hear me? Okay. So, thank you everyone for emailing me, feedback@sexwithemily.com. You can send me questions on Twitter, which is Sex with Emily, and Facebook is our Sex with Emily page, which you should like. And Instagram. I guess people don't ask questions on Instagram. Oh, and YouTube. We're putting up more videos on YouTube too. So all that is Sex with Emily across the board. Dear Emily, I was listening to your show, which I love. Okay, here's my question. I'm blushing now. You've taught me so much, but I've been thinking about asking you about beauty and what a slut is. I mean, you tell them so much about how to date, but the one thing I don't understand is the beauty of sex. I guess the media has brainwashed me a little on what a sexy image is, what a sexy person is from the media versus what we actually find sexy. Thank you. I'll send you more questions and keep watching. Love you, Sydney. Okay, that's a really good question. Sydney, because first of all, you're asking two questions here. What is the idea about beauty and what a slut is? So I just think that like slut shaming is horrible because a guy, there's a total double standard. Like a guy can go around and sleep with a lot of women and it actually makes women more interested in him. But women, they get this reputation as a slut. I don't even know. I guess it's from like sleeping with other people or rumors. But I think that women should just, own their bodies and make right choices about sex. Now, if you're someone who has a lot of one-night stands and then you regret it in the morning and you're like, I don't feel good about myself, then maybe you shouldn't sleep around and, maybe that you could be labeled a slut. However, if you are fully owning your sex life and you're making you're making decisions that make you feel good about yourself sexually, then you're fine. And if anyone calls you anything, who the hell cares anyway? But still, slut is a ridiculous word, I think. Like women who are called sluts. I just think that the thing is about don't ever care about anyone else thinks. It's more about what you think about yourself. So again, if you think that you're making the right choices when it comes to sex and I don't care if you're sleeping with different person every night. You're using protection and you're happy and satisfied, fine. But if you have low self-esteem and things don't feel great, that's when you should question it.
You don't think there's actually true like sluts out there? I mean, male and female.
For sure. No, I mean, yes, of course. I mean, slut. How would you define slut?
Probably the only time I think somebody is a slut is when they probably sleep with people that know that might have like repercussions with, friends and family and stuff like that. That's
you mean
probably,
like if they sleep with their brother or something, or their brother-in-law?
How probably like their brother-in-law,
their cousin.
or they're just like sleeping with people,
right?
And they're
Randoms.
like maybe one of their like
best friends, ex or something.
All that kinds of stuff. Doesn't think about how that would affect people.
Right.
Probably that's who I think.
Right. But sure, people go through. Maybe
but
some
like
people
chicks
go through.
are just like banging guys because they're single. Then
right.
That's
and again,
fine.
that's fine. That's
your
your 20s or 30s, whatever. At 40, it doesn't matter. You're going through divorce. I know people go through divorce. They sleep with everyone as long as you're using protection and it's kind of fun. But everything gets old after a while, and you kind of need to mix it up. But her other question for Sydney's is, you've taught me so much. She wants to know about beauty. She thinks that the media has sort of brainwashed her into knowing what beauty is and what is sexy. What a sexy person from the media and what we actually find sexy. So I think that's interesting. I think it's like that. I heard that a lot of women now, like maybe who are just starting out having sex, are having sex like AKA porn stars because that's all they see, and they think that's what's sexy, or what's on Victoria's Secret is sexy. So that's what women are learning is sexy. And I think that sexy to me is something that when you have confidence in who you are and you carry yourself in a way that you feel good about yourself and you wear things that make you feel pretty and sexy. I mean, I think it's a case-by-case thing, but I think the media I never pay attention to the media. I have no idea what sexy is. I don't look at clothing magazine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You just got to own it and know yourself. I think that the media does a disservice a lot to women. I mean, like the media of, magazines and all that you're supposed to look a certain way or act a certain way. And I think you got to find your own style, your own groove. And a lot of what is sexy is women who know their bodies and are comfortable in their bodies, and they sexually know how their body works. So a lot of women don't take the time to figure out what makes them feel good sexually, and that they're worried when they're having sex with a man or woman, whoever they're having sex with the whole time. They're wondering, like, how do I look? Like, is he noticing that I gained a pound? Or am I performing? But they're not thinking, like, does this position feel good? Am I, getting the most satisfaction I can? And I think that women who are confident in the bedroom and they know themselves, it comes across as sexy all across the board. What do you think is sexy, Menace?
What do I think is sexy? Women with jobs. Very sexy.
Hot, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Women,
yeah, you're right.
Like, no. Just like women that are like in powerful positions, probably.
Yeah.
Like, or not even powerful, but just like cool.
Yeah.
Like
Unemployed.
have stuff going on.
Right. Be busy. Have a life.
Yeah,
Don't just give up everything.
I've definitely seen a ton of hot women that have absolutely nothing going on. They just want to party like all the time.
How do they support themselves?
I don't know.
Rich boyfriends? There's a lot of that in LA too. Have you heard about that?
Oh, I'm
that
sure.
There's like all these buildings. Like my friend pointed, he's like, yeah, that's where all the the kept women stay. Like men have like mistresses, and they like stay there, and they give them like
I'm sure it's
Mercedes.
in LA, but like all over too.
All over the world, of course. But LA, it's more prominent.
Also, if you're probably attractive, you're probably gonna disagree with me, but I'm gonna say a lot of stuff also is like kind of handed to you too. You don't really
some stuff.
I know
guys carry heavy
so
boxes
many women,
for you.
At least when I would be in like the club scene, because I worked at like a top 40 radio station. We'd always have to be in the clubs. Like women that would go to the club with maybe $4 in their purse,
right?
Well,
yeah, that's one of the perks.
They just expect to get free stuff all night long.
Yeah, I mean, you just do. Yeah, that's true.
No, you just do.
But
I mean, that's how you get by.
No,
that's how you entertain yourself.
No, I never expect to get free.
And then when you do meet a guy, the guy's paying for the movie and the dinner and all that kind of stuff. So it's actually not really hard to get by. And most likely you probably live with your parents.
I don't know. I mean, I do think
if you're a little bit older, then you probably have like some kind of crappy job that pays the rent and all the other stuff. The entertainment factor in your life is probably mostly free.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you're hot,
maybe,
I don't know. It can only go so far. If you're a hot chick, I don't know. I mean, I guess I always just worked. I don't know. Yeah, I think there are a lot. And I think you see that. It's funny because this a guy friend of mine said he moved to New York. He moved to LA from New York. And he was saying like and granted, this is his choice of women, but like 2 women he dated like in the last 6 months asked him to pay their rent. Like they were like models, actresses. And we're like, would you mind helping me out with my rent? So I think like I've never heard of I don't know. I don't know any women who do that. I'm like, Maybe that's women you're dating, but he
Women
likes
that
the models.
They
of the
actually ask?
Well, he was like, they're like, man, I'm having a hard time. Maybe you can help me out. Yeah.
No,
so
thanks.
I think that does happen. I think that women, you should
Wait
always
for
work.
me to offer to pay.
Exactly. Or whatever. He was like totally turned off by that. But I do think that, yeah, a woman with a job is sexy. Totally. Women should always, I think you got to take care of yourself before you can rely on anyone else to take care of you. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but you take it to the extreme.
I know, I do.
It destroys all your relationships. Go ahead.
Okay, I know. It
Thing?
doesn't destroy them. I just don't get into them. But maybe it does destroy them. Okay, dear Emily, I'm 62 years old. You know me from 3 years ago when I found my wife of 30 years in bed with my best friend. You and Menace gave me advice.
Sluts.
I divorced her, and now she pays me alimony.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
But my dating life has been, let's just say, I can't get past a second date. I'm a very successful person, but it's been difficult to remember how to attract and behave on a date. Many of my dates look at me as if I was their father. Let's just say the most common thing I hear is, you're really sweet. You're the nicest guy in the room, but I don't want to have sex with the nicest guy in the room. Advice, signed, nicest guy.
Be a dick, but not like an extreme dick, like the one that you had on the show apparently a couple shows ago off Tinder. You know,
He was,
confident.
no. Yeah,
Be
okay, here's the
confident.
problem. This is kind of like the friend zone show, which we're going to do this show soon, but it's kind of like guys who fall into the friend zone. So, my question for you, nicest guy, is you're 62 years old. You didn't mention how old the women you are dating. You might be dating 30-year-olds who actually, they might look at you like a father figure because you could be their father. But if you're dating women who are age appropriate, who are established and already have a life, that might not be the case. However, let's just assume you are dating women who are age appropriate or, and that they're still thinking that you are the nice guy. This is because you're allowing yourself, you're not putting forth a attractive, like sort of a mysterious, interesting side of yourself. You're putting the nice guy. You're being sweet, you're being caring. Maybe they're complaining to you about their ex-boyfriends or whatever, and you're listening and you're helping them, but you got to be aggressive and confident and let them know that this is a date. You're not out to make friends. Tell them they're attractive. You just have to make it known that you're not going into the friend zone, that you're not, he sounds like he's a really nice guy and he doesn't have experience dating because he was with his wife for so long.
And if you're afraid what they might say and then they might walk off, then fine, because that's not what you wanted anyways. And that actually took me forever to get over, because I was the super nice guy, always got in the friend zone, and then eventually I said F it, I don't want to be their friend. I want to be more than their friend. And if they're not interested, then they're not interested. Then you just gotta.
But don't you think you also you got to just make the move?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
At least the tip.
I think that at least just the tip, just the tip. No, but I think that what you're also doing is you have to just assume be that confident man, kiss her at the end of the night if you want to kiss her, let her know that you're, interested in her that way. And don't just be the nice, guy. Don't just, you got to lay it down and don't, for example, I think the difference, like I said, is as the woman's complaining, oh, you're trying to help her, let's not talk about that. Let's have fun. Or just try to turn the conversation away from you giving advice or you being the supportive. Not that you shouldn't be that eventually, but if you're starting out with someone, you want to establish on the first date that there's an attractiveness, that you're the man. And, I would just look back at your behavior on the former dates. Let me know how old these women are. Email me back and give me some more information, and then we can go from there. Right, Menace? But don't you think that you also got older and more confident and more...
Yeah, probably. But...
he's confident.
Yeah,
he just had to practice.
And he's older. The
know.
only problem is he was married for a long time.
I think that's the thing that nicest guy is that you're just a little bit out of practice. And now that you know this is happening and you recognize a pattern, you just need to go into it differently. Don't be too nice. I mean, you should definitely pay for the dinner. You should definitely make plans. You should definitely be aggressive, but don't do the things that you would do with your girlfriends. Look them in the eye and let them know, touch them, lean over and touch them, and start building that chemistry, start building the attraction. We've done a lot of shows on that too.
Are you DTF?
You think he knows what that means?
He can Google it.
Are you DTF? I'm just trying to think about the guys that fall in the friend zone. There's so many guys, and it's, you know what? They just may not be attracted to you either, and then you keep moving. That's true too. I'm trying to think guys that fall in the friend zone. Sometimes I'm not attracted to no matter what they did.
What? Then if they're super cool, they don't totally run away. And then, you could you can be friends with them.
And sometimes it reverses for women too.
Yeah.
Like I know that I've had people in the friend zone and then eventually, but that doesn't happen very often. So women are more like men decide in 3 seconds if they're going to sleep with someone. Women
probably like 2 seconds.
Yeah, women are like, oh yeah, maybe, I don't know, got a few times. Okay, dear Emily, I've gone through the whole Kegel Camp app and I'm on level 12 again. How often and how long do I need to rest? Can I do them every 6 hours and then with more Kegels? I also noticed sitting on a rolled towel, I can better feel the tensing. Is this good or bad? I want to feel the muscles getting stronger and feel like I can use them in new applications. Does it do any good to do them individually, like holding the muscle tense between traffic lights, which is 6 blocks? Thanks for your help. I don't know if this is from a man or a woman. I don't see it signed. But, because men and women, okay, so I have an iPhone app called Kegel Camp. You can download it in the iTunes store. We're soon going to be having it on the Droid. I know everybody's been emailing me about that for like 2 years, and we actually are on that. But the thing about the Kegel exercises is that they're so important to do, and doctors for men and for women, you have stronger orgasms, you can last longer in bed. Women, if you had just had a baby and you have like urinary incontinence, like it's like any other muscle in your body that you have to work out. So yeah, my iPhone app is called Kegel Camp, and the difference is it reminds you every day, like every day at 11:30, it says time for Kegel Camp on my phone, and then for 5 minutes, it's my voice walking you through it. Telling you to do it. And it's 5 minutes a day. And I've had people, like my friend Jordan did it and he emailed me. He kept sending me the screen grabs of each level because there's 20 levels. And he was like, oh my God, I'm shooting sperm across the room. Like I'm like 18 years old again because he's like 30 or whatever.
Yeah.
So it does make your orgasm stronger. Because today, I'm going to get back to this in a minute, but I did an interview with Cosmo and they were talking about how women can have more G-spot orgasms. And it is true by strengthening your Kegel muscles. If you do them straight for just a few weeks, you will feel stronger and have stronger orgasms. Okay, so back to this question. You could do Kegel exercises, I'd say up to twice a day. You can do them every 6 hours. Actually, I think our next version of the app is going to have a 2 times a day reminder, so you can do them twice a day. And sitting on a rolled towel, I mean, if that feels better for you, I think that's probably really good. I'm trying to think, if you're sitting on a towel, you're leaning back, I mean, that's totally fine. I have no problem with that. And if you want to feel the muscles getting stronger, I mean, you probably should feel them getting stronger at this point. You want to know if it does any good to do them individually, like holding the muscles tense between traffic lights, 6 bucks. Yeah, you can play around with it. I mean, the thing about it is it's those pee-stopping muscles. So every time, you stop and start the flow of urine. So the thing about the app is like why it has 20 levels is because like they get harder and harder. So you hold it longer and then you relax it, tense, relax. So if you play games with yourself, like you do it at the traffic light and the next traffic light, I think that's fine as long as you don't hurt yourself. So you just got to be careful. Now, another amazing thing, if this is a woman, there are so many great, and I've been using these, there are great exercisers, these Kegel balls they sell. Like every single friggin' toy company makes Kegel balls that you put like Jeju, who you know I love. If you go to sexwithemily.com/goodvibes and you Google Kegel exercises, they're like these weights for your vagina, and you do exercises with that, and they make you strong. You can walk around with them for like a few hours, and you actually don't even have to do the Kegel exercises. They just work out your vagina for you.
That's crazy.
And I'm telling you,
I think I was watching the Kardashians and one of the balls got stuck in the vagina.
Really? Well, these have strings that you pull out like a tampon.
And then it like fell out eventually or something like that.
That would hurt. Well, you know why they're so popular now? Well, because every sex toy company now makes them is because of 50 Shades of Grey. Because in 50 Shades of Grey, he puts they call them the Benoit balls. He puts them inside of her and he spanks her and she has an orgasm from them, which I have not tried yet. I've just used them for Kegel exercises, but you could try that too. Would you like a pair for your girlfriend?
Of course.
Really?
No.
Oh, dude. Okay, foot fetish. This is our favorite topic. Right,
is
Menace?
it?
One
because
of them?
we can never crack the foot fetish code.
The foot fetish code, I know.
We've asked and asked and asked.
It doesn't matter because...
what about it turns you on? That's all I want to know.
It doesn't...
No
fetish makes no sense. I mean, it doesn't have to make sense to you. It's like he saw a sexy foot when he was in second grade at the beach. Some woman had a foot, and or maybe his mother beat him with his foot. It doesn't matter. People fetishize. A lot of fetishes come from early childhood, things that happen.
It matters to me, and I just want them just to say,
okay.
Oh, I just...
Well, he would probably tell us, Luke. This is from Luke. Let's email him back. Okay, dear Emily, I've been dating a woman for a few months now, and we're starting to get sexual. I have a foot and tickling fetish. I want her to tickle me, and I want to play with her feet. I want to share my love of feet and tickling with her. How can I incorporate erotic foot play and tickling into our relationship? Thank you, Luke. So we don't have to get into the when and why and how he developed this fetish. People have fetishes about a lot of things, but the thing about a fetish is it's not like you have a fantasy. It's like a fetish. Like Luke requires this to have the most fulfilling sex, and he can't let it out of his mind. Here's the issue. You've been dating her for a few months, and you're just starting to get sexual. I wouldn't necessarily bring this up right away, like say you label yourself as a foot fetishist. Maybe you could say, do you like foot massages? I'm hard pressed to find a woman who wouldn't like a foot massage, and you could start massaging her feet and see how she likes it. You don't have to get into the whole thing, and then maybe later, you could bring up the tickling thing. I'm wondering if you need them congruent, if you can just deal with the feet for now and just kind of ease into it, and that's going to turn you on. You can be like, wow, it really turns me on. Because for me, aside from the hamburger suit, and I think a lot of people like this, that if I do something that a guy thinks is super sexy or turns him on, I'm going to do it again and again, because if he's turned on, I'm turned on. So if she sees you turned on by her feet, whatever, I think that's a fine way to go about it.
Have you ever seen a really busted pair of feet? Because I just had a flashback of when I was probably in my early 20s, and I saw a girl that I liked at the pool, and her feet were like...
Was she like a runner or something?
I don't know what was wrong, but it was pretty busted.
You were instantly turned
like
off by her?
Reptilian, almost.
Really? And then you didn't like anymore?
Yeah, it was like a raptor.
God, women are so... I've dated men with really bad feet. I don't care. Men are so particular. No, they just have rough feet. Men should get pedicures too, I think. Why don't men get pedicures? Because they're going to touch you in bed and stuff.
I don't know. I make sure my feet... I'm really crazy about feet. I don't like them.
Do you have a foot fetish? Oh, no,
I don't have a foot fetish.
You don't want to see them. You wish you cut off your feet and walk around in stumps.
It does nothing for me. I mean, I appreciate women that have style when it comes to their shoes and stuff like that. I know,
like my kicking boots look.
Yeah, those are cool.
They're awesome. What do you mean?
They're all right. It's cool. Who makes them?
Some fancy designer that I got half off. I don't know who it is though.
Okay.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. You
Alexander
don't care.
McQueen?
No. I wish. That'd be nice. So anyway, I would say that's how you incorporate erotic foreplay. But again, this is something that you need. So I would try with foot massage. You can use a so this is what I was saying earlier, that my candles, my Emily and Tony massage candles, which look like regular. Have you used the candles yet? They're beautiful. They turn into oil.
I haven't used them. I haven't used them sexually, but they're...
But you just like them, right? Because they smell amazing.
Nice in general, yeah.
So they smell amazing, and it's funny because I've been lighting them in the office every day, and I got because one of them is vanilla, and I got in the elevator, and this guy's like, wow, it smells like chocolate because someone's baking cookies. I was like, it's actually my vanilla candle because it smells amazing. But you can also...
Can you pour it on your penis right now?
I said, I have actually going to pour it on. But no, because the scent just it's like aromatherapy. But you could light a candle, and you could also it's warm. It turns into the most luxurious massage oil. And so you could light some candles for atmosphere, and then you could pour them on her feet and start massaging with warm oil. And I'm sorry, I don't know any woman who wouldn't want that. And then start there. And then if she's open sexually, you could start talking to her. Because I believe that you do have to start pretty early on talking to your partner about what you want sexually. I mean, don't wait too long, because if you're not satisfied, people go years and then they realize they're not satisfied. Because you can be satisfied with someone for 6 to 8 months. You're going to have good sex the first 6 to 8 months. It's almost with a freaking tree, right? Yeah. It's hormones, everything feels great at the beginning, but when it starts, just start talking early on. And again, if you want one of my candles for your foot fetish to give someone a massage, it's emilyandtony.com, and use coupon code Emily and get 20% off because they rock. Okay, that's what we got. One more thing I have to talk about is Mr. Skin. Do you know Mr. Skin?
Of course, he's famous.
He's so famous. And if you go to sexwithemily.com/Mr. Skin, you can check out his site. And it's been crazy because he was on the show a few weeks ago, and he's basically been his whole tagline is fast forwarding to the best part since 1999. He's on Howard Stern all the time. So if there's any naked celebrity that you're like, oh, has Angelina Jolie ever had a nipple slip or whatever? You can see them all, literally from the beginning of time, every actress. And I have a login now, and I was I was on it for an hour. You know me, I don't spend a lot of time online. It is so well done, this site. I'm people I didn't even care about. I'm checking out their breasts. I don't know. Have you gone on it? It's very cool.
I haven't, but it was hilarious. It was part of a movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. knocked up.
Knocked up, yeah.
They used his job that he literally made up. So anyway, check out Mr. Skin, and if you sign up for it, you support our show too, so we can keep doing the show for free.
Yeah, sexelement.com/Mr.
Skin. And Menace, I love you. I'm so glad you're here and back. And anything else that you'd like to say to the peoples?
Well, follow both of us on Instagram. Emily has been Instagramming lately. It's Sex with Emily, and I'm Menace, MENACE. Yeah, you were like on the street or something just recently.
Oh, I had a pair of jeans on. My new blank NYC. Mm-hmm. I had a party with the designer the other night, and he makes the coolest jeans, and he gave me these like ripped up cool jeans. And
I saw that photo.
Yeah,
if you want to see it, go to Sex with Emily, and I'm just Menace. I usually just post photos of food.
Right.
Or some wacky event that I'm at.
Exactly. Good times. And anything else? No, I don't know. I love you all. And I love hearing from you. And thanks for listening to the show and being a fan of Sex with Emily. And I just love you. I really do. Thanks so much for listening to Sex with Emily. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com. Hi, I'm Emily from Sex with Emily. Good Vibrations carries the hottest toys and vibes. I love the Jeju Mimi because it's discreet yet powerful and great for couple sex. Find out how much pleasure your body can really handle. Use coupon code Emily for 15% off at goodvibes.com.